In my opinion, the wolf is probably maybe even the most epic species in the game, maybe second to the lion, as far as a species that could be just the most amazing great one in the Hunter Call of the Wild. But before we get into the video, you guys, please do remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see in this series for future videos or for future hunts. Anything you want to see on the channel, let me know down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Let's get back into it. The possibilities for just what EW could do with a great one wolf are pretty much endless. Our cultural fascination with wolves goes back centuries, manifesting itself in a range of stories, myths, and cultural figures over the years. There's a lot of really cool wolves in things like Greek mythology. Wolves have been super important over the years and over the centuries to the people of Japan as well. They revere the animals as gods and have done so for many centuries. There's of course the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood, and there's of course the werewolves. The figure of the werewolf has inspired writers and scholars since ancient times. The idea of the shape-shifting predator is believed to have originated in the Epic of Gilgamesh, in which Gilgamesh refuses to stay with a lover after she turns her previous partner into a wolf. Imagine a great one werewolf, you guys. Imagine coming up on a herd of gray wolves and there's one standing up on two legs, just a huge 10-fabled werewolf. How epic would that be? And then of course there's the dire wolves, right? The Game of Thrones series is probably the giant prehistoric animal's biggest claim to fame these days, and scientists have reason to believe that the dire wolves were not, as previously thought, ascendants of wolves, but giant relatives of dogs. Giant canids that were active in the Pleistocene era 2.5 million years ago. Scientists believe that when the megafauna started dying because of climate change, the dire wolf had trouble competing with the gray wolf when it came to catching smaller prey. Thus, the species went extinct. A great one gray wolf modeled after the dire wolf would be incredible. It would be so popular, people would absolutely love that. Can you imagine if maybe there were 4 or 5 different variations of the great one gray wolf? Maybe they do a werewolf, a dire wolf, some kind of old Greek mythological great one wolf design. There are just so many cool things that they could do for a great one gray wolf in the game, and I would just absolutely love to see it. Now, of course, we have to address the elephant in the room. We all know that EW has said they want the great ones to be on the base map so that they're not behind a paywall. And I just, the more I think about it, the more I feel like that's just kind of unnecessary. I feel like the people that are grinding for great ones, the people that have that kind of experience in the game, that they're actually grinding, and you have to grind to get a great one because there's no more initial spawns, right? So the people that are actually grinding them are the people that are really experienced, and they're probably the people that have the DLC maps anyways. So I feel like as time goes on, we're kind of going to run out of species, first of all, on Hirschfelden and on Leighton Lakes that would make for exciting great ones. There's all these other awesome species in the game that would be so popular as great ones. They would generate so much hype within the community. So many people would love to see like a great one lion, great one mule deer, great one Rocky Mountain elk, great one wolves. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on of species that would make for awesome great ones that aren't on Hirschfelden or Leighton Lakes. So I think as time goes on, they are going to change that. I think we will see great ones from other maps, and I think the way to do it is to just release that great one, whatever maps that great one is on, just put those maps, the DLCs for them, on sale for a little while. I think that would be very good for EW. I think it would be good for the community. I can't see it being bad for anybody. And of course, if we are going to get a great one, a gray wolf, we're going to have non-base map great ones. So hopefully that will be a thing in the future. Now, the other thing in this video, I want to talk about this. I talked about it in the great one lion video as well. Something's got to be done to make these things more rare again, like they used to be. The amount of people telling me in my streams and in the comments that they shot 2 or 3 great ones today, you know, I got 10 of them stacked on my maps. I'm shooting all these super rares in my grind. It's getting to the point, and I think it's going to get to the point where they're just not rare enough, and therefore they won't be celebrated enough. And they just won't be special and exciting enough that people will actually put in the time and the work to actually get them. Once you've got 10 in your lodge, what's the point of putting that kind of work into something as tedious as grinding, especially if you're doing it with herd management? It does become very, very tedious. I just can't see people appreciating them the way that I think they deserve to be appreciated. So hopefully something's changed with the way the respawns work, or the way that animals are grinded in the game. If it's a change to how the need zones work, or a change to make it so that animals can go to more than one zone, so they're not just, you know, you don't know exactly what's going to be at your zones any given run. I think that would be huge as a way to, you know, increase the longevity and keep these things special in the game. Now, of course, the wolves in their current state in the game do need some work. They're a little bit bugged out, a little bit glitchy. They freeze when they flee a lot of the time, and they zoom around the map. You'll see that in this video. So they do need a little bit of work. They really need a rework too. They've never had a rework since they were introduced into the game. So the base model is still what we're seeing in the game. I would love to see a rework to their furs, just like some of the other animals have gotten over the years. I think they can make them look super, super pretty. And hopefully hopefully that would come with the release of a Great One Grey Wolf, hopefully at the same time, as well as having kind of the glitches fixed with them as well. Now, of course, this would be another night grind. I don't know if that would affect the popularity, or maybe they even change the drink times for the Grey Wolf upon releasing a Great One. Not really sure. I know for the black bears, a lot of people, it's a turnoff for a lot of people to grind them just based on the fact that they drink at night. I don't know if that would really affect it. I think I would still enjoy it. I think specifically for wolves, it would be kind of cool grinding them at night since they are wolves. I think especially if they were going to do some kind of like, you know, kind of creepy Great One variation, like a werewolf or something, I think it would be really cool to see that through your night vision binoculars for the first time and then have to hunt it at night. I think that would actually be really cool. So maybe it wouldn't need to be changed. Maybe the night grind would actually really fit the Grey Wolves really well. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Would you rather grind them in the day if we got a Great One Grey Wolf, or would you rather it stayed as a nighttime grind? Now, some of you guys are definitely going to ask me, why the Grey Wolf? Why not the Iberian Wolf? Why didn't you talk about the Iberian Wolf at all? I don't have anything against an Iberian Wolf Great One. I think that would be cool. The fact is, they're only on one map, right? So they're only on Quattro, whereas the Grey Wolves are on Yukon Valley, and they're also on Medvedtega, and there's lots of places where they could be added. Like Grey Wolves, the population of Grey Wolves is massive, spanning the globe, so you know they could easily be on a new map or maybe even be added to an existing map. And Great One Grey Wolf just kind of has a cool ring to it, I think. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. A Great One Grey Wolf, are you into it? Would you rather see something else instead? If you haven't already watched the Great One Lion video that I uploaded a few days ago, head on over, check that out. Let me know down in the comments what you would think of a Great One Lion. But yeah, let me know. I want to know what you guys think. What would you want to see the most? If you could have any species in the game be a Great One, which one would you pick? If they did a Great One Grey Wolf, what kind of variations would you guys want to see? Is there something that I maybe missed, or maybe there's a variation specifically that you would love to see? Describe it down below, man. Let me know. Let's get the conversation rolling. I really think there's a lot of great things that EW could do moving forward for future Great Ones, for the way things are being grinded in the game. I have really high hopes. I'm really excited for the next Great One, the next map. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. I stream and upload daily here on the channel. I also am streaming over on Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch a little bit more these days. I'm streaming over there 3-4 nights a week, playing all kinds of cool games. Would love to see you guys over on Twitch. We have an absolute blast over there. You can find me on Twitch at Kill Clinton. I will link that down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.